Welcome back. Let's continue, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. Redden is quite right. Building a talus from scratch would require time we simply do not have, which is why I propose to make use of the long abandoned taluses which wander the wilds of Colusia. They will not be deactivated, of course. If memory serves, the tools required to do so should still be at top rang. Come with me. So he is an authority on Talus, is he? What other surprises could he be hiding, I wonder? How do you catch a Talus then? Dig a hole and lure it in? It is one thing to prepare an mobile talus as Iranji did, but quite another to catch one. Surely, does this not sound a trifle dangerous? Yeah. Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with a dashedly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of ether in a talus. We need only get within throwing distance of one and let fly, thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade. Nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get them to march to Elmore. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed. But as I have you said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Shy. Even if the talus ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make a meal of you. That's as may be, Chai Shear, but Redden tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see my hair-brained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say that the mere thought of it doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Shy. Alright, but if there's any trouble, we'll call it here. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intentions of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. And to make sure I do, I will require your help. It is as Chaishir says, these lands are dangerous if one is not careful. I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could be in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it is safe to subdue the Talus. Understood? Good, then let's be off to the quick way. Through the north gate and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. Either Master Shy's off his nuts or this means more to him than he's been letting on. Alright, nothing to worry about. Just a simple matter of sneaking up on the Talus while avoiding the slavering, bloodthirsty beasts lurking behind every rock. Child's play. When you are ready, let us begin. This is little point. There's little point in us both shouting instructions. Keep him safe, Akira. When first he arrived, I could barely hear him over the knocking of his knees, and now this. I'm not sure what's gotten into him, but whatever it is, I like it. Keep a lookout for danger and alert China's when it is safe to incapacitate the Talus. You may move the spyglass as well as zoom in and zoom out. Point the spyglass at China's and give him the signal to stick near the Talus with... Okay. I I did it! I did it! Let's move on to another teller, shall we? Oh shit! No, 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 fuck! Uh. Fucking shit! That tricked me! Fuck! Yeah, alright, I know. Alright. I'm gonna try not to fall for that. Alright, so... Alright. I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. You may leave the next one to me, Akira. Ah, that should do it. Now we have all we need to proceed. Blimey, though my heart was going to stop for a moment there, make that a couple of moments. Our friend returned with nary a scratch. Well done. It would seem I misjudged Machushai. There may yet be hope for Elmore. I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Machushai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replenish Elmore's food stores showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it is plain your time at Stale Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary uh, company you keep. You, sir, and more than qualified to be the next mayor of Elmore. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics, which is why I would ask you to join me and grant Elmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these talents, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Elmore's leadership is at last in capable hands. Would you not agree? We should probably be getting back soon, Machushai. After you tinkered with the talus and all that, Lady Shai's worried sick.
Right. Right then. Form a line and make for Yulmore. What's that noise? Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard! Stay back! All of you!
Is that... Darling, you're back.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see...
Dearest, I can't... Oh! Oh, dear.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending, instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
Dearest, please!
That's fucking adorable. Sorry, I wasn't much help. Still, seeing Metro Shy go after those taluses was something inspiring stuff. Uh, uh, I'm fine. I just need a moment. Thank you again for finding my husband. I confess, I was not expecting your return to be so, so grand. That dear, sweet man, he is going to make it the most wonderful mayor. I just know it. I dare say the future of Elmore has never looked brighter. That was quite a reception. One Master Shy will struggle to forget. Of course. More seriously, the arrival of the Talus has seized the public's attention. Once word has spread around Elmore, it will be that much simpler to gather one and all, so that Master Shy can make his inaugural address. I can't even say it. There is no time to lose. We must begin making preparations for the inauguration. Inaugural address once Master Shai has caught his breath, of course. Okay, okay. So all of them. All right. No need to fret, Akira. I have never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Elmore. As for where to do it, if we're to accommodate everyone who might feasibly I wish to attend. I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Then I will go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bounded. That they are to assemble there to meet their new mayor. You there, Kaishai, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the Dalarex? Of course I will. Good lad. I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Frothy's chamber. It goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming she's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lit will show you up. Don't worry, I'll make sure everyone there for Master Shai's big speech. So get yourself down to the Emergent. Go on. Alright. Bam, 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 ba-da, my friend. Ah, yes, Master Shai told us to expect you. The Emergent is already filled up with people of all persuasions, free and bounded. Citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guest of honor, we have reserved a place at the front. Right this way, miss.
Um,
Go on, dear.
Th- Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? 'Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Vorthry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values. No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Vorthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength for Yulmore!
Seeing everyone come together like that, it was beautiful, that was. Now our work can begin in earnest. I very much look forward to seeing this Elmore for the people. Wasn't he simply wonderful seeing him take charge of the room as he did? Oh, it reminds me why I fell for him in the first place. The city of final pleasures, they used to call this place back when the world was ending. But now I hope it will become the city of new endeavors. That was a fine speech, Master Shy. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. If I have learned anything from all this, it is that change begins with the individual. Tis but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Elmorians can, it shall be my honor to privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. But we must not forget the individuals who made all of these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into the very stone upon which this city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? We will not be moving into the emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Shy, but have you got time for a word? Yes, of course. Hathern Bet? Aye, that's me. I liked your speech, but there's folk outside these walls as don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow. And more, you're counting their crumbs. If they've a plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Akira. I hope to see you again before long. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. I sense we all have a great deal to consider. I had resolved to remain here until such time as Ulmore's future was secured, but it is clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. I have every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it is time we went out on ours. With Master Shy at the helm, if only for the interim, I feel I can bid farewell to Elmore and return to the source with no regrets. So Alphino's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone, but something's better. Something better's taken its place, and I reckon I want to be part of it. This Elmore for the people Master Shai's been going on about ain't gonna build itself. After all, not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference, so help keep things changing for the better. A far nobler dream than the one to which you clung before, and one I am happy to say we share. Wherever path you choose, I will pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Still not quite sure how I'll do my part for Elmore, but I'll think of something. Truly, to see Kai Shear thus inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however, much I may wish to stay and see what comes of his efforts here in Elmore, we have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhap Luke's studies have borne fruit in our absence. So that little in that cutscene, I saw the songstress. So I am happy that she survived. Holy shit. Because like, what was it? When we were marching down, down the Elmore, I was trying to find her, but I couldn't. I was so upset. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going. Let's just make sure we can. I want to see if I can find her and her. Her master. If not, I'm just gonna fucking leave, you know? As I was so dedicated in searching for her, I was like, oh my god, where is she? Could she be in the same place as before? Let's see. Bam, ba, 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 ba. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go back to the Oaklar. I'm done searching! There we go. Oh, it's eventful. In the course of preparing more oversight, we made a significant discovery. We thought it best to wait for your return before sharing our findings. My congratulations, Zakira. Glad tidings from Elmore did precede thy coming. I will see that Tancred and Rin hear these momentous events, that they too might take joy in that which thou hast helped to bring about. I take it you are ready to resume our work. Yes. But first, 'twould seem Alzay has yet to return from the inn at Journey's Head. I do hope she doesn't overtire herself. She's a hard worker. Alright. I have to speak. Fuck. Welcome back. We have given to understand a new mayor has taken office in Elmore. Indeed, our good friend Master Shy was elected by a popular vote, and after some considerable soul searching, chose to accept the post. It is a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you will see more of him in the future. But tell me, how far are you in preparing the right oversight? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion of the principles of soul transference and conclude at length that white oversight was ill suited for our purposes. But Oranje, didn't you not say that compared to the massy soul of an Asian, the stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did, and armed as we are with Belug's invaluable insight, 'twould indeed prove a trifling matter were we to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul, and link which would be which would we did be lately realized be weakened most purposely in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as our sight doth require. Thus, the shedding of these fleshly simulacra and the surfeit of ether which compriseth them would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the R site indeed, but we would most uh, uh we but we would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process, which is why we have abandoned that plan. But and indeed devoted our time to finding a means by which mind and soul might be transported together. Then we are no closer to a solution than when we first began. It is vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the crystal extract has posed a most intriguing solution. When our discussions turn to the transference of memories in the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique with which I have personal experience. Akira, do you recall what we learned of my eyes from our encounter with Daga and Unai? I speak of the royal eye of Allegan imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood and memories of the ancient Allegans. It is by this gift that I am able to control the crystal tower. If we were to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allegans were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps then we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also the bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. While we are thus engaged, I think it best that Akira return to the source and inform Krell and the others of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved to hear we've made progress of a sort. Then I would beg leave to relay our findings on to Thancred and Rin, and to assist where I may in their investigation of the empty. Yes, please do. Should we have need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. Give our regards to Tataru, won't you? I pray the link to their bodies in your world will endure a while longer. Should it fail, our efforts will be for naught. Beglok insists we resume our work forthwith, but I grow weary at the thought. What I would not give for a cup of tea and perhaps a vanilla tart. With the benefit of our combined knowledge and the aid of the first leading authority on South Soulcraft, we must surely be able to find a solution, surely. Mark my words, Akira, we will unlock the secrets of the Allegan Eye and see the others return home. There was a time when I thought these eyes a curse, but for what they have enabled me to do and what they may yet make possible. I see now they are a blessing. All right, let's return to more donut. Bum, 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 bum. Akira, you're back. How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Krell will be here shortly, and she'll want to hear too. She's just tending to the others, their bodies. I mean, gods, I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Upon speaking with Tataru, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. All right. Long episode, let's go.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back. And none the worse for wear, I see.
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razad Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh. Xenos Ye Galvas. Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn. What's wrong?
I've seen him in action, his body at least. You will not best him alone. Nay, death will not come easily to that thing. If you would join me, then by all means. For what good it will do. The Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon, I suppose this might suffice. Come then. What the f- Holy shit. Ah, the simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly, there is no place like home. Abomination. Wherever he is, Akira was barely a match for him. If we stay here much longer... Emperor Varus, your radiance, are you alright? We may wear out our welcome. Your radiance, no! Must even the most maidling of sport be spoiled? The world conspires to bore me. But I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! Well, any bright ideas? Just one. Fucking badass. Ah! Your radiance. The intruders have taken flight. I repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Employ all available magic armor, Magitech armor. We cannot let them escape. I smell... Oh, hello there. Oh my god, I can do this. That's fucking amazing. Well, someone's been busy. Volatile prototype, Arc Ultima. And you would bar my way, would you? So be it. Come, Nidhogg, lend me your strength. What's this? Fillers. Okay, nearby. Oh, damage over time. Alright. Alright. Those big fat tacos, so big fat tacos, so big. Oh, alright. That was easy. Oh, that's nice.
Taste my lance!
Guardians and their magic. Machina. Now, where are you, Gaius?
Are you all right?
Peer into my past, did you?
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours, but no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds. My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riel and Al Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
Though they have yet to find a workable solution, Yustela and the others are making progress, and we cannot ask for more than that. You must be shattered after all that hopping back and forth between worlds. Why don't not stay here and rest for a while? I'm sure Beck Lug can manage without you. They've not enough science to help them, if you ask. They've got enough science to help them, if you ask me. Ba, 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 ba. Another cutscene, another cut. Fucking hell. Traitors, you would dare deny Lord Nerva the throne. Ah. Onward, before this day is done, victory shall be ours. boring, boring, boring. Do you think I find it amusing like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse? That's you. Your soul is, who are you? Before your majesty, I am but another dog lost in want of a new master, a hunting dog, if you would wish it so. For I know full well the prey you would seek next. Zodiac. Minra in Elmore in the first. Did you hear the mayor's reopening Dalada's stoneworks and they're looking for laborers? There's talk of reselling some of the old abandoned villages too. They're even laying on free talus to help anyone willing to make the move. Free talus? Ha! We the best get packing. Stay work, board and lodging. If that's not a recipe for hope, I don't know what is. Hope? Yes, so long as I yet live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. To my destiny, to see our dream fulfilled. Akira, might I ask you a favor? I'm not normally one to pry, but Phenomenon has been oddly distracted ever since you came back to tell us of your travels in the first. Would you go and see if she's alright? I can happily do so. Oh. 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 Fascinating. Oops. I know. Fucking hell. Oh, whatever. Sorry, Finale. You're not blue, thing. Blue quest. Anyways, I would say, I think this is a good part to end this off. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do next. Either relic weapon, resistance weapon. There we go. Resistance weapon, the raid, or the Final Fantasy XV collab. Either of those three But I'll decide in the next episode. Till then, fare thee well.